Hi, my name is Ariel Lin, and my family comes from Guatemala and Japan. My mom is from Guatemala and my dad is from Japan. My mom and her family immigrated from Guatemala. It was a very tough process and it took very long, but they are here safely. My dad lived in Japan for about 3 months before they came to the United States. I also speak Spanish and I speak a little bit of Chinese. Some traditions that we have in my family is that every December 23rd we have Tamales Day, which is where we make tamales, the whole family, and we try the first tamale at midnight. On my dad's side, my grandparents celebrate Chinese New Year, and they give us good luck gifts and they send us money. That is only part of the very interesting traditions of our culture.
Hi, my name is Brianna Perez, and my immediate family is my mother, stepmom, father, and brother. And so my stepmom, mother, and brother were all born here in the United States of America, but my stepmom's parents and most of her family is Cuban, and my dad was actually born in Cuba, and he immigrated to Miami, Florida when he was about 6 years old. The story behind that is, Cuba is a communist country. And in Cuba, when you turn 17, you're automatically drafted into the military. And when you're in the military, you have to fight for whatever cause they want you to fight for, whether it's a good or bad one. You have to run drills all the time, you have to work on the Sabbath, and it's just a lot of violence that they condone. And that didn't really go with my father's father, or my grandfather's beliefs. And so he refused to go into the army. And when he refused, they sent him to jail. And he was in and out of jail for about 3 years when the United States of America granted them political asylum because they were being punished for their religious beliefs. In 1992, my father's family flew over to Miami, Florida, and they started their new life here in America. And so one of the most challenging things my father said was they couldn't really communicate with their family back in Cuba, especially since back in the 90s there wasn't a lot of good technology, or at least not as good as the technology we have now. And so even when you called the people in Cuba, you had to pay for it, and even though you paid, the quality was really bad, and most of the time you couldn't really even understand each other. My grandma would actually send letters, and my family in Cuba and my grandma would send letters back and forth, and that's kind of how they communicated. And another thing was going from a communist country with a very poor economy and then coming all the way to America, where we obviously have a lot more. It was a very big change for them. I remember my father told me that seeing an escalator for the first time was really shocking for him, especially since he was only 6 years old. And when they first got here, they got like these little M&M candy cane things, and he was like really surprised. And that's my family history.